The bar fell silent the moment the glass shattered. Every head turned toward the noise. Lucy, just 21, stood frozen near the counter, her hands shaking, her shirt torn where a drunk stranger had grabbed her. No one moved, no one spoke. Until a chair screeched across the floor. From the shadowed corner, a tall man in a black leather jacket stood. His arms were covered in tattoos, flames, skulls, scars of a life he didn't like to talk about. The back of his jacket read Hell's Angels. Ryder. He cracked his knuckles slowly. The jukebox kept playing in the background, but it felt like the world had gone quiet. "You picked the wrong bar tonight, son," Ryder said, his voice low and dangerous. "And the wrong girl." Lucy had been working here for months. Double shifts, saving every penny for her younger brother's college. She wasn't tough, she wasn't a fighter, but she was kind. The kind of girl who said, "I'm fine," even when she wasn't. The bar wasn't perfect, but it was her only way to survive. Most nights, the bikers who came in were rough but respectful. They called her Kid and always tipped just enough to make her smile. But that night was different. The man who walked in wasn't from town. He was drunk, mean, and cruel, in the way some men are when they think no one will stop them. He called her over for another drink. She tried to walk away, but he grabbed her wrist, hard. With a sneer, he ripped the top button of her shirt. "Let's see who saves you now," he slurred. Lucy froze. Her heart pounded. She looked around and saw only silence. But in the corner, Ryder had already stood up. His boots echoed like thunder as he crossed the floor. The other bikers followed him, their jackets marked with red wings and flaming skulls. The drunk man laughed. "What are you going to do, old man?" Ryder didn't answer. His fist did. One swing, one crash. The man hit the floor so hard the jukebox skipped. Lucy gasped. Tears blurred her eyes, not from pain, but because someone finally stood up for her. Ryder knelt down, handed her his jacket gently. "Nobody touches you like that again," he said softly. "Not while I'm breathing." Police arrived minutes later. Cameras caught everything. Ryder didn't fight them. He told the truth, and so did the others. But something shifted in Lucy that night. For the first time, she didn't feel invisible. A week later, she walked into the Hells Angels garage with a small paper bag and shaky hands. Inside, a homemade pie. Ryder chuckled when he saw her. "You didn't have to do that, kid," she smiled nervously. "I wanted to say thank you. Not just for what you did, but for reminding me I matter." They didn't hug. They didn't say much. But in that moment, something unspoken was built, a bond. Over the next months, Lucy became part of their world. They called her Lil Angel. She helped organize charity drives, served food to homeless veterans, brought laughter into a place that had been built on silence and scars. And Ryder, the man who had once lived by rage, found something new in her kindness. His tattoos, once symbols of mistakes, became reminders of survival and redemption. Then, months later, the man who had attacked Lucy returned after his release. Everyone expected blood, but this time Lucy stepped forward. "No fear, no trembling. You don't scare me anymore," she said calmly. "Because real men protect, and real strength forgives." The man looked down, unable to meet her eyes, and then he walked away. Ryder stood behind her, arms crossed, silent but proud. She didn't need saving anymore. She had saved herself. As the sun set over the Nevada desert, the row of motorcycles gleamed in gold. Lucy smiled softly and said, "You saved me once, Ryder." He shook his head. "Nah, you saved us, kid, because sometimes heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they wear leather, tattoos, and broken pasts, and sometimes the night someone tries to break you is the same night you discover just how strong you really are."